Are you a misunderstood black sheep? And if so, are there any upsides to it? That's what I want to talk about today. I just finished chatting about what it means to be kind of super outcast, super outlier, and a light in this world. And that is you if you're watching my channel. I know it is a bit of a curse being special and outcast until you realize it's actually a huge blessing. But until then, yes, it feels like a curse, okay? You don't get the respect you deserve, and you play small too. Like, you squash down your light and you just be polite. Maybe you've been taught to be the good girl, but the underlying cause of that and the underlying dynamic around that you probably have been raised with, and that you accept out in the world from strangers because you were raised that way, and you accept it in romantic relationships and friendships with other women who are dangerous because you haven't found your tribe and close friends yet, is one of disrespect. Just pure not seeing your light for what it is. You're actually way ahead of them, 2 steps ahead. You're probably, to be honest, an intellectual genius and the sweetest person on the planet, not even exaggerating. They don't see that. They're caught up in certain ways of life that you can participate in them. You've probably wasted your whole life, if you're like me, doing that, going to events, celebrating birthdays, participating in group chats. We lose years of our lives to that routine because in all of that we don't get time to just sit back and think about what we want. And all those people, they love their life and they kind of treat you with a disrespect. They don't get you, okay? And then the other group is the jealous group, and this is a huge one that scapegoats and kind of outliers face. Is you've probably been copied or had people be jealous of you. People want to be you. Girlfriends screw you over. Even parents screw you over. Maybe your mother screw you over. Maybe your father. Maybe the golden child in your family. They'll subtly put you down. They'll join forces subtly. Sometimes they know what they're doing. Sometimes they don't know. They're fueled by jealousy. Seriously, they see your light and they want to be you. They want that light, actually. They don't really know what it is. They can't put their finger on it, why things come so easily to you. Why do you seem so blessed? Why are you the lucky girl? Why are you joyful and playful? How come you can get over things? You don't judge people. How come, someone could cheat on you and you're like, it's actually fine. Life is life. And they want to be you, even if they just want your style, because you've got incredible style, you pick up things so easily. So both those groups, there's either the ones that disrespect you or the ones that are jealous of you. Both of them, it stems from misunderstanding you. They don't get you. And the best example of this that I have of lately is the movie Wicked. I didn't mention this in my previous video when I said 2025 is the best time to be alive. It's because people are creating art like the movie Wicked or the Taylor Swift song Eldest Daughter. And no, I'm not a Swiftie. The art that is coming out now, or the understanding of human dynamics that is coming out now, is very much in our favor as outliers and outcasts. So in the movie Wicked, she's born green, but not only that, she's really loving, kind, interesting, intelligent, super smart, and she has special powers that nobody has, okay? But she's not the popular one. And I know it sounds like, oh, you just wish you were popular. I hope I get trolls on my channel commenting, because they'll prove the misunderstanding. If you think as people with no friends or as outliers, we want popularity and to be average, no. If you think that the Green Witch wants to be, I forget her name, but the other witch, it isn't like that, because we don't feel disrespect for people. We let them be who they are. We don't feel jealousy for people. We let them be who they are. We love, I mean, we have to work on things like self-esteem and not caring what other people think because of this disrespect and jealousy that we get. But yeah, it's not on our radar. But they think, trolls will leave comments like that. People who are jealous will think that you're competing with them and you're jealous because that's what they feel. It's not got anything to do with what you actually feel. They don't know you. They misunderstand you completely. There is a journal prompt you can do. It's not directly related to this, but it might help. And it goes, what is the biggest lie I tell myself? I think I got it from Alexis Smith, who is a feminine energy coach that I love. I actually followed a feminine energy coach back in the day. I think people think that feminine energy is like a new topic. It's not. When you're over 40, you know that it's not. It's not. I used to follow this feminine energy coach called Rory Ray. She was the OG. And she taught me heaps, but unfortunately it was way back when, and I think a lot of people even now kind of use feminine energy to see if it can help their romantic and dating lives. I did that and it got me in a world of trouble. Yeah. But one thing about outliers and outcasts and being kind of special is you are the lucky girl. You can manifest very easily. You can kind of what's the word? Your charisma is very attractive. You're magnetic. You can be magnetic very easily. Yeah. So anyway, that's who that journal prompt came from. What is the biggest lie I tell myself? Because the reason I mention it here, and it's not directly related to this, but if you're an outcast and an outlier, your answer to this prompt, things that come up with this prompt will probably around the idea of, the biggest lie I tell myself is that I have to fit into society. So the question is there an upside to it? And there is an upside to disrespect. The upside to disrespect is those people, they either dismiss you or they disrespect you. They actually completely underestimate you. It gives you drive. It can give you drive to be underestimated in life. I know it gives me drive. It's just a really good place to be. It's better than being overestimated and then everything you do is kind of a letdown. You know what I mean? So you don't need to underestimate yourself anymore, but at the same time you probably just are in the habit of it because they do it. And so if you can get out of that, you're going to exceed your expectations even for yourself. You're going to impress yourself. You're going to realize your potential and you're actually going to accomplish things. But first you have to step out of caring what the disrespectful people think. But the upside of the disrespect is that they underestimate you, and you've probably been underestimating yourself as a result as well. Now, is there an upside to the jealous people who probably screw you, like literally do traumatizing things to you? I was going to give an example in my previous video of how someone might deliberately misunderstand you. Without getting into details of the story, because I think it's a story for a sisterhood video and a story about my high school friends more than it is for this, but just to get to the punchline of it that is relevant here, I was speaking to my brother about how one of my girlfriends screwed me over and a second one joined in, and I think I said something like, why are they so unafraid to disrespect me and just walk all over me? And he said, you want people to be afraid of you? Okay, so that's the kind of piece of shit people that you're surrounded by. They deliberately undermine and twist your words and make you look like a bad person, and it's because they fear you. It's just like the movie Wicked. They're afraid. They feel your power and they're afraid, and so when you say something, they're like, ooh. And the examples, I've said this before, the examples on my channel, the examples in your life will be small. They will seem small. People will be able to make fun of them and say, oh, like take a joke, but it isn't that way. You genuinely were traumatized. You genuinely were abused in that moment. If no one else validates you, I'm here to validate you. It's not right. So that was just my example of people who might actually deliberately misunderstand you. In the camp of people who are jealous of you, is there any upside to that? I'm not sure what the upside is. I think there probably is one, because I'm very spiritual. I know that you can call it the universe if you want. God loves and supports us. So it's not, he takes everything bad and uses it for good. The jealousy thing, it's very, very sad, because you want genuine relationships with these women and it doesn't happen. I think an upside might be that you develop even stronger compassion. You're already an empath, but you develop even stronger compassion because that person doesn't like who they are and they want to be you. They want, and you can't help it, you were naturally born like with style or the ability to articulate or sing or be joyful. Whatever it is, I don't know what it is for you, but you have compassion that, like, they weren't born with the light. They don't naturally maybe have charisma, but they can manufacture it and do very, very well in life while you go down and you fuck your life up. So it's something to be wary of. Maybe that's the upside, just greater compassion for people who are hurting. If you can think of the other upside or any other upside comes to you, please chat with me about it, because I don't see it. Jealousy has been a real hardship, a source of a lot of traumas in my life. It will break your heart when people screw you over because of jealousy. But I used to think, would I rather be, like, I'm hurting, but would I rather be the jealous person? That seems even worse. So I guess that's another upside. At least you're not in their shoes. I was getting really, really cold there, so I might just walk and talk for a second. I do have a couple of other examples of where people might misunderstand you kind of less deliberately. Like when you say that, or when I have said that I didn't want to have kids, or because I have lost pregnancies in the past. So when I would say to some girlfriends that I didn't want kids, but I wanted the pregnancies that I did have. I mean, I've never felt so much grief in my life, but didn't mean that I necessarily wanted to have kids. Oh, the camera angle is ridiculous. And then I had one girlfriend say, yeah, right. Like, these are people whose minds are so narrow, they can't imagine not wanting to have kids, not wanting to be married, not wanting to be a corporate chick. Like, those are your dreams, they're not my dreams. Do you know what I mean? So these are just other ways that you might be misunderstood. It's ridiculous how small-minded some people are, but that's a little different to the misunderstanding, like the example that I gave of my brother, which was much more deliberate, much more dark and dangerous. Honestly, if you ask me, much more toxic, but I would let it slide in every conversation, and including that one. It's freezing in the shade. I should have brought a cardigan. I've got my coffee, but okay. Oh, this is a good spot. Catch you in the next video. This is what it will look like. Bye.